Hello everyone and welcome to the weekend video that I actually had time to make on the weekend. It is amazing. I'm kinda halfway back on track. And as you can see, I have made more progress with the animation. I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff in Cascadeur. And I'm going to talk about all of this in the next few videos, or in the videos pertaining Cascadeur. I will most likely also do some modeling on the side and that, but yeah, the animation is currently one of my main things. I already have concrete ideas what I want to do. There is a few things that might happen or might change, but overall I have an idea for the whole scene, and it will be longer. There is actually a render at the end of the first few seconds of this, so feel free to check that out. But if you're interested in Cascadeur, how it works, I am here for that. So first things first, you can see that the scene tree usually is just one line with the keyframes, and in this case, in this specific case, it actually is not, since I have the figures, two people in, and the whole gear with weapons and things. Everything gets their own track in the scene. I could do, for one, I could do one thing. I could like make this scene tree smaller and just work with a single keyframe for a single thing, but this doesn't really feel good because I want to work on the individual characters, and this lets me go into more detail for both of the characters, for both of the weapons. One important detail I already learned is the weapons have their own track on this, and the weapon needs its own keyframe as well, otherwise nothing would happen. Saving on this scene takes a long time, and it will take more time the longer this goes on, but yeah. For the first motion, just in general, I want the characters to circle each other at least for a bit, about a sixth of the circle or something, or a quarter of the circle, something like that. They're just circling each other for a few steps before they go into actual combat, and we'll see how the whole thing turns out. For example, I have no idea if and how I can export the weapon, if I can import the weapon into Daz, if I have to do that manually. I hope I can export this. I've already made a few first experience with the export, and I will actually go about that in the second half of the video because it takes a bit longer to explain. But yeah, I started with one character, setting her up to move, basically to step around. You can see that she has her body sideways to the other character, moving the staff in a defensive position for the start of this video. And here's the thing that someone asked me about in the comments of another video, so if you're watching this, here's your thing. Basically, I want the hand to grab the staff, and I want both hands to move while the staff moves, so basically both hands should be on the staff. So you can see that the nodes for the hand are blue, right? And if I move the character around, I would grab, as you can see, I'm grabbing multiple of the blue dots. If you left click and then drag, you get a rectangle that you can collect multiple of the nodes with, and then you can move all the nodes so they stay in place relative to each other. So if you have the hand on the head, and then you grab both the hand and the head node. You can then move those. You can even tilt those. You can even translate or rotate those, and they will stay together with each other. You can see that right here when I'm moving the upper body, I'm also moving the hands and everything around. So all the nodes are getting moved. I hope this helps your answer. If not, try to hit me up on Discord and I'll try to help you out there. Yeah, first character is more or less done. I actually had to add a bit of stuff to the character, mainly because the other character needed 95 frames for the whole animation, so 3 point something seconds. And yeah, that basically means I had to add 10 more frames for this character as well. But thanks to Cascadeur, this is very easy. Just trying to give a bit more detail to the steps, so the character actually like tilts the foot when they walk. Otherwise, this looks very, very weird and stiff. Yeah, I took a bit of a break in between, then I started with the second character, which is basically the same. And speaking of the second character, this is one of the issues that I walked into when I tried to export this to Daz. So basically, at first I couldn't export anything to Daz. It just said, no, I'm not doing that. And I had to figure out what the issue was. So I have multiple things in the whole scene tree. I have the rigs for the characters. I have the characters themselves. I have the weapons, and all of this is a lot of stuff, and I need to specifically grab something that Daz can read. And I haven't actually not checked if there's a bridge between Cascadeur and Daz. This is something that I will actually do later on. But yeah, here's the thing. If you want to export this stuff to Daz, you actually grab the figure. There is the outer rig thing, or the outer pose thing. There's the weapons, and what you actually grab is the specific character, which if you open it in the scene tab, has all the gear on top of it. This is the thing that you mark. It also marks one of the lines in the, or one of the tracks in the scene, and this is the stuff you export to Daz. There might be some issues. I had some issues where the eyes had a different position for some weird reason, but this is something that is fixable. I will show you this in detail in the next video, because I just finished this one and then I went and sat down and actually figured out how this works. So I have it figured out, as you can see in the render. And you'll basically see what I mean once we are at that point, which is just 2 minutes away. We are jumping into Daz for a second. Right now I'm just saving the scene. Yeah, basically at this point, this is where I am. Both characters circle. It looks good. I try to find a way to slow this down, but it is what it is. Yeah. One thing that I saw was that the shield is not moving with the hand, so I had to edit this a tiny bit, but this was basically very simple. So I have put two characters. I just basically melded two scenes that I found quickly into the thing. I have imported the characters. I will make the whole import and what you need and what you save and what you delete next time. You can see that the eyes kind of pop out of the character. It looks very, very odd. And I will also go into the Daz part more next time. Yeah, I wanted to set up a camera, and in the end I did set up a camera, but this is not the one that I'm setting up here, because this is like flying around in 3 seconds, very, very very, very strongly. Yeah, I'm basically not really using it as it is. I've deleted the camera, I've made a new one because this is not what I wanted. Yeah, next video will be more about the translation from Cascadeur to Daz, so we'll go more into that. Yeah, and that's almost it for the video. There is the 3 seconds of the thing at the very end. I'll say goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you in any way or capacity. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys around.